or what?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits of Motor Chaos. This is your host, Dave, and I got a special guest, top alcohol funny car driver, Doug Schneider. How you doing, Doug?
Not too bad, you?
Not bad at all. So, how's the weather out by you?
It's actually nice now after the little blizzard we had here last weekend, but it's all melting away, man. Just a muddy mess.
Pretty windy out here in Illinois right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do without that.
So tell me, Doug, how'd you do last year with the top alcohol funny car?
Last year wasn't one of our better years. You know, we had a little clutch issue, kind of, getting our backs the whole year, just couldn't get it quite figured out. And right at the very last of the year there in Vegas, there we got it figured out on the first round run and picked up like 3/10. But we went to a few races here and, made a little bit of money, but we didn't win anything. The year before was a heck of a lot better, that's for sure.
So how many events are you doing this year?
I'm looking to sell maybe 6 or 8 of them, just depending on the money flow, and how things go with the car,
Now, how many funny car chaos events are you going to go to?
We're looking at doing probably 3 to 4 of those, depending. And then, we'll hit some other events here and there.
Yeah, that event just gets bigger and bigger every year.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Chris is doing an awesome job with that, and it's he's really promoting the crap out of this one, man. It's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to get down there.
Yeah, you got some big hitters coming on.
I see that, man. Yeah, a bunch of Joe cars from the NHRA guys, so they're going to roll in there and see how it goes, man. We'll be there to take it if they strike the tires, man.
Yeah. Now, you ran the event before, right?
Yeah, I went, the first time we ran it up at that race in Denton a couple years ago. And the guy that ran before me, he was doing burnout, kind of dropped a few rods out of the block there, and they greased the track. It was like 2 a.m, so it wasn't the best cleanup, and I hit second gear, and it kind of went nutty and headed towards him, so we had to get out of it. He came around me, but yeah, I try and hit a few of those as many as I can with Chris. I just don't travel too far east,
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Kendall Singleton, that's the man, to watch for again.
Yeah, he's got it put together, man. He's doing real good.
Yep.
So that's who we run in the final there when we run it up. So.
So now, are you doing any work to the car in the off season to get ready for this year?
Oh yeah. We just put a new set of rods in it, new set of lifters in it here about a week ago. Actually going to fire it up tomorrow and make sure everything's good to go. Got a new set of tires for it. And, I'm doing a little bit of maintenance here and there. That's about it. Everything else is pretty much ready to go.
Awesome. So now, Doug, let me rewind the clock with you and go back and ask you, how did you get into drag racing?
Oh, man, I started at street cars in high school, and I had like a 70 Chevelle. And I ripped the motor out of that and built a Vega with a, chrome moly chassis. And ran that forever and super gas, and then went into comp eliminator and kind of couldn't afford that, so I laid off it for a while, and then I got together with my crew chief Dale Hill, and we kind of came together. We built our own parts and making our own heads, so we needed a test car, so we got back in and got in a funny car.
So what year did you start driving funny cars?
2016 was the first year I climbed in this car, yeah.
Now, where did you license at?
License up here in Denver. Up at Vandermeer.
So how was your first time experience driving a funny car?
Oh, man, it was awesome. It just, we had a tire issue there that we didn't know about. So I let the clutch out and it tried going towards the wall. But once we got that figured out, we, slowly crept on it. But, yeah, I was thinking, man, I should have done this 20 years ago.
So no claustrophobia when the body came down on you?
Man, I am claustrophobic. When the body comes down, believe it or not, I feel a lot better. When I'm belted in that thing and I can't breathe through that helmet and all that, it's when I get kind of flipped out a little bit. I need a little time to mellow. But once the body comes down, it's weird, man. It just goes away and I'm ready for kill. Strange.
Yeah. So what's the fastest you've gone in a funny car?
Right now, I think our best shot, we went where we go in Vegas last year, like a 570 at 255.
Now, what track was that at?
That was in Las Vegas there, with the Nationals there in October last year.
So, do you have any favorite tracks to race on?
That's one of my favorite there, man. As far as traveling, the best track I like is up here in Denver, man. It's Larry, man. He takes good care of that track, man. You never have to worry about that track ever. They're good people up there, and the altitude kind of sucks, but we make our own there, so. But yeah, those are two of my favorite,
So, what do you enjoy most about being a drag racer?
Oh, everything about it, man. I mean, it's there's nothing I don't enjoy. It's just sometimes it gets they get some late nights and get beat down, but the next morning, man, I'm ready to rock again. So it's all good. I mean, I build chassis and do a lot of machine work for the stuff. We do a lot of our own stuff, so that drives me. And and I'm the kind of guy that can't stand back and just watch it run. I got to be in it.
Now, is there anything that you hate about being a drag racer?
The cost of it, but you just go out and work more hours, man, and pay for your bad habits or your whatever you want to call it.
Now, do you have any sponsors?
I don't, man. It's just me.
So your sponsor's your pocketbook.
That's it, man. I work my second job to take care of this thing, so.
Wow.
We got to find one.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening to the interview and might want to be a sponsor, Doug would be happy to take you on.
You ain't kidding, man. We need a little help. It'd be great to go a few more places and do a little more testing, throw more parts at it, and just it's all about, seat time in that thing and, parts to back it up when you tear them up,
So do you consider yourself one of the underdogs out there in the top funny car field?
Yeah, as far as in any terrain goes, those guys are on it. They're creeping up on it slowly, we're just we're a little green at it, as far as being in it for a little amount of time and no heavy sponsor, but as far as, 20 car chaos and some of the other stuff I run, we're up there pretty good with them, I think, and we usually qualify real well and go rounds.
Now, when you get out there racing, who are your crew members?
Well, I got Dale Hill, he's crew chief, guy who tunes it all, and I got Jason Schaefer, he's my clutch guy and everything else, and then Dale's wife, Lori, man, she's a big help, man. She pack shoots every once in a while and drives the truck and films everything, and we have a couple guys helping every once in a while, depending on where we're going, that just kind of pop in, but that's the main vein right there.
Now, how about your wife, Mary? Does she do anything with the funny car?
Yeah, she doesn't. She hasn't gone out lately. She's working odd hours compared to when I go, so it never works out really. I mean, she comes out a few times, but it just hasn't been working out here lately for her to come up there.
Now, do you have any kids?
I do. Yeah, got a couple girls.
So how do they like drag racing?
They're into it a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah, so you won't get no drag racers out of them, huh?
No, not. I didn't like them, man.
Yeah. Now, after all the years that you've been racing, now what still keeps you passionate about doing it?
Oh, just the thrill of driving it, man. I mean that thing's a kick in the pants. Just you dump that clutch, man. That throws you in the seat, and you're like, man, let's tune it back up and go out and do it again. It's just there's days when you can't go around and you break shit all the time. You might get you down, but next time you come back out, you're ready to roll.
Now, as far as the sport of drag racing goes, Doug, do you have a bucket list of stuff you would like to try in drag racing someday?
Yeah, it'd be nice to win a national event and a division race, but I'm not going to go anywhere other than an alcohol car. I mean, I probably, if I had enough money at one time and nothing to do with it, I'd probably build a pro mod car just to go out and test our engine in that thing. That'd be kind of fun, that's for sure, because I was pretty much a door car before I was a fun car guy, so I still got that passion.
So do you have a screw blower in your car?
Yeah, PSI, yeah.
Now, what make is the body?
It's a Monte Carlo, Chevy Monte Carlo body.
Yeah. Yeah, the car's a pretty car, that black and red.
Yeah, it's got some ghost flames on it. It's hard to see it, when you get in the right light. Just had it painted. Buddies of mine did that for me here, kind of as some of the sponsor, American Steel guys, kind of local around here.
Now, are there any pros and cons in drag racing?
Oh, there's all kinds of those. Yeah, I mean, it's it just depends on what you're doing, and it's all good for me, man. I mean, I enjoy it. Like I say, when you tear things up, it sucks, but that's what you're there for, and that's going to happen in racing, man. You push the parts to the total limit, so that'd be the worst part of it.
Will it be a pro that you get to travel all over the place?
That's the thing, it's fun traveling. I don't mind it at all, and then, you go out there, and I mean, everybody I know in drag racing, man, they're all good people. I mean, there's hardly any bad guys out there, there's a few of them that are kind of crabby people, but for the most part, man, the people are awesome. Every one of them, they don't hesitate to help you, and and then, just the thrill of being out there and doing that for all the fans, man, they enjoy it, man. It's crazy how some of those guys get into that, so, they come over there and think you're, a hero to them. So that's the cool part sometimes.
Yeah, I always hear the stories from other drivers about how if your car breaks down, needed a part, and the guy you're running against in the next round, it has the part, he'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, that happens quite a bit, man. I mean, there's some guys out there that, that won't do that, and you got to see it their way. Some guys out there running for a championship, they're not going to loan out all their parts in case they break, but most of those guys have enough parts to loan out, but it's all good. I mean, like I say, there's very few bad apples out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, most of the drag racing family are all great people.
Oh, yeah, couldn't find anything better, man.
Now, if you could have the fans, the fans that come on watch you race, Doug, remember one thing about you, what would you want them to remember about you?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's just, guess that's kind of hard to answer. But I mean, if I'm a hero to them and they want to do it, or a role model somehow, that's cool. And it's just I try and talk to all of them I can. I mean, it gets monotonous sometimes when you're trying to get the car done and people are there. You hate to turn them away, but you try not to do that. So try to be good to all of them, man, because they're there to support you, man. Without them, there wouldn't be much of us going around.
So if you're out there thrashing on the car to get ready for the next round, you at least try to say hi to the people, right?
Oh yeah. Jeez, man, you got it, man. They're having a good time, and say that's the reason I'm there, man, because they're helping support it. It's all good to see you put a smile on somebody's face, man, with what you're doing.
Yeah, you guys are out there for the fans.
Heck yeah, man. They're good. They're good people. I can see some get out of control, man, but I like to see that.
Yeah. So now, do you think that you can get any better as a driver? And if so, how do you achieve that to get better?
Oh, yeah, I got a long ways to go to get better as a driver, that's for sure. I mean, you can always improve. I mean, you'll hear some of the guys that are great drivers tell you that, too. I mean, there's no substitution for seat time, man. If you get to feel the car and you know exactly what's going on in it, you can hear things go wrong, and, you can feel things go wrong. That's the best part, But, yeah, there's always room for improvement, man, for sure. Reaction times, man, you can practice till your eyeballs fall out of your head, but seat time is the key.
So a lot of seat time and a good reaction time on the tree.
Oh yeah, man. If you're late on the tree, man, it's hard to make that up sometimes, Especially in my car, we're not, we're up there to par with some of the bigger boys there, but we're moving in that direction. So if you have a total package with a good light and you can run with them, man, they make a mistake, you're there to take it.
Yep. That is true. Then if you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, that's it, man. We've done our fair share of those, that's for sure.
So when you started drag racing, did you have any drivers that inspired you out there?
There's not a lot. There's some local guys here, man. Tommy Schneider, Lucky Schneider. Those guys are hardcore racers. Do a lot of their stuff themselves. Those guys inspired me a bunch. There's guys like Warren Johnson, man. They just work endless hours and just and live for that thing, man. Those are some of the people, but for the most part, man, I did it all for my own excitement.
Now, would you ever want to drive a nitro car?
I just I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I wouldn't turn it down. I'll guarantee you that. The money it costs to doing those things and the abuse on the parts, man, it's crazy, mind-boggling,
Yeah.
But yeah, if there was the opportunity, man, yeah, I'd jump right in that thing.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about chaos is you get to line up with these nitro guys.
Yeah, that's all good, man. I enjoy it.
Seeing those big header flames next to you.
Yeah, most of the time I don't want to see them, man.
Yeah, you don't want to see them way out in front of you. Like there goes Alan Middendorf way ahead of me. That's not good.
Yeah, that guy's running hard, man. He was. I don't know if he's back in it or not, but
yeah, he should be back this year.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it'd be cool to line up with someone like Doug Worsham.
Yeah, he's going to be there, I hear. So him and Terry Haddock. I Terry Haddock. He's a pretty good dude. We're not super close friends, but we're acquaintances, man. He's a really nice guy, man. He works his ass off too, man. Get where he's going. I
see Ray Drew's coming out.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun time, man. There's a lot of big hitters coming out there, man. So.
Yep.
Chris has done well with it.
Like that, I see that the one event's got 64 funny cars.
Yeah, this one coming up in a couple weeks here. Yeah, I think there's upwards of 66 now, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, so last time we went to that one race, I think we qualified second or third. So who knows where we're going to be this time with those nitro cars? If they get a hold of it, man, they're gonna be tearing it up.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
So yeah.
So now, when you get out there in the staging lanes, Doug, do you have any previous rituals or superstitions when you're out there?
I don't have a lot. I just there's a lot going through my head. I'm always thinking, about the car, and just trying to calm my nerves down, to get in the thing and sit there and bake a while, Just like I say, I'm a little claustrophobic when I get in there, but mellow out and it all comes there. Just more thinking about the car and letting the guys know, make sure the wheelie bar's set and the tires and all the regular stuff we go through, But as far as, regular rituals, I just pretty much get out there and do my thing.
Now, is there a lot of preparation to get that funny car ready between races?
Yeah, there's a little bit here and there. It's not a crazy amount like some of the fuel guys or something, but just running the valves, making sure we're all good there. The clutch discs and floaters, getting all those maintained, and changing the oil or the rods, whatever it may be. We don't go to a ton of races, so we don't go through a ton of parts, every year. But it's you got your regular stuff, keeping the trailer stocked up and things repaired. If you start shaking the tires, you start rattling things apart. So you got to keep an eye on that stuff, man.
Now, you prefer quarter mile or eighth mile?
Oh, I'm a quarter mile guy. The eighth mile is not my thing, but we don't have a choice when we hit these events, man. But it's all good. I still enjoy it, but quarter mile is my thing.
Now, where do you get all your fire safety equipment from, Doug?
All my stuff I get from Simpson, man. Alan and his wife over there, man, they're awesome people, man. They're always at the NHRA events there in the hospitality, or not hospitality, but the manufacturer's midway. It's all Simpson stuff that I've got.
Yeah, it's a good thing that these cars are built so safe these days. You keep seeing all these horrific looking accidents and the driver just gets out and walks away. Huh?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, man. sometimes you see that, he's like, man, how's that guy even still there? You know, and it's amazing. You know, I mean, it's, you know, when that thing shakes the tires and rattles the eyeballs out of your head, you know, you're wondering, man, that's pretty mellow compared to when them guys are hitting the wall and rolling over the top of it, you know?
Yeah, like when Doug Gordon got in that accident.
Oh yeah, that was insane. You know, he ran right behind me, and we were fortunate from his unfortunateness. You know, he was number one qualifier, and then he totaled his car there in that run, and we were 17, and we got in the field because he crashed. So it was a good day for us, bad day for him. You know, but yeah, that guy, he came back strong.
Yeah. So now, have you reached any milestones in your racing career so far?
Oh, yeah, you know, I always wanted to go over 200, you know, back when I was running the comp thing, you know, it wasn't even close to that, but, you know, that was a milestone there, you know, and going in the 5 second zone, you know, I was always happy going sevens, you know, and I kind of just almost skipped over the 7 second zone and went right to the 6 and 5 second zone, so yeah, I like to, you know, get a little more mile an hour, man. Other than that, man, we're doing good.
Now, are there any tracks out there that you've never been to that you would love to go to one day?
Yeah, I'd like to hit Indy one time. You know, that's a cool race to hit. It's a week long event. You know, pretty much. Probably I'd like to run Pomona one time maybe, and then back east. It's, you know, a couple of those tracks back east. You know, Maple Grove or something like that. But you know, those are quite a ways out. I don't go east very much.
Now, throughout your racing career so far, have you had any accidents?
No, I had one back when I was running my first car I ever built. The steering arm broke on the thing, or actually the huge one came off on the rack, and I smacked the wall with 130, but it wasn't anything to, you know, wasn't bad. We ran the car one round after we fixed it, so that's about as far as I've got. It was an accident, you know.
Well, knock on wood, you won't have no accidents.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It's a little different story going 130 to, you know, 250.
Now, if there might be anybody listening to this interview right now, whether it be a kid or a young adult or an old adult, and they're thinking about getting into drag racing, what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh, man, if you want to do it, you don't think you can afford it. I mean, I work a lot of hours doing what I do just because I love it, man. But yeah, if you want to do it, man, don't hold back. I'd say get out there, man. If that's a dream of yours you want to do, don't, you know, because you may be waiting years and years and years and you never do it, and then all of a sudden you're priced out of it, or you got issues somewhere else. But I'd say go do it now, man, and do what you can to do it, you know, other than steal and, you know.
So what's been one of your most memorable wins?
I'm trying to think. The one of the most memorable ones was the runner-up over there in Denton on that Funny Car Chaos, and then, you know, one of the wins was when I was running on the Rocky Mountain Supercharger stuff, you know. We won a deal there in South Dakota. That was a good time. So, yeah.
So what would you consider to be the fondest memory of your, you know, drag racing? You know, it doesn't even have to be you racing the car. It could be you, just a memory of drag racing. You have a fondest memory?
Yeah, you know, we, qualifying for our first national event, you know, and that was great, man. You know, coming out there and doing our thing and actually qualifying, you know, fairly well. You know, for what we're doing and where we're running with the car, you know, that was one of the best ones, man.
All right, so you ready for some fun questions now?
Sure, why not?
So, when you're not drag racing, do you have any other hobbies?
Yeah, I do a lot of machine work and welding. Yeah. I just used to race BMX, but that gets into my drag racing career. When you go beat yourself up every weekend, you can't, you know, your ankles hurt from getting in the car.
So you don't do no fishing or hunting or camping, anything?
No, that's too slow paced for me, man.
It's relaxing though. You go fishing, you just get out there on the lake and relax.
Yeah, you know, I haven't done that in a long time, man. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much go.
Just enjoy the nature.
That's it.
So, if you could find a time travel machine, Doug, and you were able to go back in the time, would you do anything differently with your drag racing career?
It's good the way it went. Like I say, man, I probably would have jumped into an alcohol funny car sooner. That's probably the biggest thing I would have done there. Just it's a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Now, if you and your wife Mary have time to go on a vacation, do you guys have a favorite vacation getaway?
We try and go once a year somewhere. We're not we're both kind of, we can't be away very long. We're like, our vacations are about 4 days max. I can't stay somewhere very long, and she's the same way. So we think of things we want to hit, and we just go hit them and do our thing and get back. It's all good, man. She enjoys it, I do. So really don't have a favorite spot, really.
Now, if someone gave you $800 million and they asked you to build a brand new drag race track somewhere, where would you consider building a brand new drag race track, and what kind of features would you put into that track?
Oh, man. I'd put it in my backyard.
So racing right in the yard.
Heck yeah, man. I want to travel very far to have fun, man. Just roll it out of the garage and roll it down to the staging lanes, man. It'd be a quarter-mile deal, that's for sure, and, it'd be, I'll build it on the flat so there's no bunch of hills and goofy stuff, but I know I hear a lot from, especially, the women, when you go to the tracks and they have porta-johns instead of running water and bathrooms, man, that'll make you a lot of women's great fans if you do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, put lights on it. You can run all night. So.
Yeah, that would be great.
Heck yeah. I built something with a cover over it, too, so you can run during the winter. See what's possible to do.
Yeah. All right, so next question. What is your favorite food to eat?
Anything that's put in front of me usually, but...
you're on a seafood diet. You see food, you eat it.
That's it. I'm a steak guy.
Steak and potatoes?
You bet, man.
So your wife, she a good cook?
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
So what's your favorite dish that she makes?
Probably she made some lamb one time. That was really good, man. That's good on that, man.
Now, do you dabble in the cooking at all?
Oh, yeah, man. I got a smoker. It's going at least twice a week, so. And then I'm grilling once in a while, but I think the smoker's pretty much taking over the grill. It's sat in the corner right now.
So what's your favorite thing to smoke?
Oh, pretty much steaks, man. Chicken, But I do quite a bit of cooking. I cook it out of breakfast and breakfast, so.
You make jerky?
I haven't got into that yet. I just I don't make a career out of cooking because I'm too busy training to race. So
yeah,
I ought to get into it sometime.
Yep. So, what's your favorite beverage, Doug?
Oh, every once in a while, man, I get in some strain of hands. So it's a whiskey. It's Colorado whiskey, actually.
Now, if you go non-alcoholic, what's your favorite drink?
I'm not much of a soda guy at all, man. Me and sugar, not real great about it, but I don't know. It's like there's Blue Ice Gatorade is pretty good, man. That's about as harsh as I get as far as sugar goes.
All right, now what is your favorite kind of music to listen to?
Oh, I'm a rock and roll heavy metal guy.
Ah, there you go. that music goes good with drag racing.
That's it, man. Drink a little Pantera before you get in the car, man. Makes you get in the mood.
Or you're gonna start doing a mosh pit.
Haven't done that in a long time, man.
Yes. So who's your favorite band?
Oh, play Pantera, you know. That's my favorite, you know.
Yeah, I've seen Pantera so many times. What?
That's cool, man. I've seen them when they were Red Rocks years ago, you know, and then all the bad crap happened there, and they kind of just fell apart, and now half of them are dead, so.
Yeah, it sucked when Dimebag got shot.
Yeah, bad deal.
Yep. So now, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah, I'm trying to think here, man. There's so many good ones, man. It's I like Caddyshack, man. That's a good movie. Yeah, good stuff there. Animal House, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Date myself, huh?
I'm 52, so yeah. Yeah, I'll be 53 this year in April, next month.
I know.
Yeah, Caddyshack, I love that movie.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
Bill Murray. Now, when you were a little kid, Doug, did you have a favorite cartoon when you were growing up?
Favorite what?
Favorite cartoon to watch?
Oh, yeah, Bugs Bunny, man. He rules.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had good cartoons when we were young. The cartoons they get out these days that the kids watch, most of them are garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to watch. I mean, if you can sit there more minutes on one of them, they're kind of weird. But yeah, just find the old channels with Bugs Bunny and Flintstones and good stuff like that, man.
Yeah, Jetsons, all that stuff. Woody Woodpecker.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, remember Saturday mornings looking forward to the cartoons?
Yeah. Still do it now, man, if you can find them.
Yeah. So now, do you have a biggest pet peeve?
I guess, people complain about what we do, here and there, as far as racing and burning all the fuel and all that, it's like, if you don't like it, don't watch it, go hug your tree,
Yeah. Yep. So now, that pet peeve is what you use on the track too, as well as in life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now, are you a dog person or a cat person?
I'm more of a cat person, man. Dogs take a lot of time, and I hate to have a dog and not spend any time with it. Cats, they like to be on their own, and I got a pretty cool cat. He's mellow and does his thing, and, when he wants to be bothered, he is. When he doesn't, he goes and takes care of himself, so.
Yeah, so
I'm always too much in the shop to have a dog, man, and plus, if I had a dog out there, you'd get a flat tire running around all that mess.
So what's the cat's name?
Cat's name now is Pete.
Pete?
Yep.
How old is Pete?
He just turned 2 yesterday.
Nice.
His granddaughter had a party for him.
Pete's still young.
Yeah, still young, still wild.
Yep. We were young and wild years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the old days. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yep. So what are you looking forward to the most about the 2021 drag racing season?
Getting back out there and now that we found our clutch problem, and making that thing run faster than it has. I'm looking forward to it, man, because we know the issue now, and we know there's a lot left in it, so we're gonna crank up the wick and see what we can put to it.
Awesome. Well, Doug, I want to thank you very much for taking time to do this interview tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Do you have any final words? Want to thank anybody out there or any kind of good stuff like that?
Yeah, it's, Tail, Lori Hill, Jason Schaefer, and my wife Mary for putting up with my crap doing this, and especially And then, Chris, man, thanking him for putting on a good show. And Ed Curry, he's a good dude over there, too, what he does. And the Vandermeer family, man, they take care of us pretty good. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Doug, and I hope you have a great season. I wish you the best of luck.
All right, man. Thank you. You take care.
You have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye.